It's the Hafs, it's not the Wash. It's the wrong one.
Okay? We want to talk about Quran today. We make Muslims day after day, and they make a claim that Quran has been perfectly preserved. The Quran we are reading today is given to Muslims by Angel Gabriel to Muhammad in 610, and in 2017 they make a claim that Quran has been perfectly preserved. So we want to see, actually, is that claim correct? What the people told us in the first 2 decades of Islam. So can you just tell us, David?
Yeah.
What do we know about Quran? What is the general basics about the Quran?
Well, after the death of the Prophet in 632, there was a battle called Yamama, and a lot of the people that had learnt the Quran off by heart, that were the reciters of the Quran, 70 of them died. And this became...
So just a moment. When Muhammad died in 632, did Muhammad compile the Quran? Did we have a book from Surah Fatiha to Surah Nas?
No, there was no such document. People had written down portions of the revelation on palm stalks, camel bones, palm fronds, little scraps, pieces written down, but there was no Quran as we know it today from 1 to 114. There was no such thing.
So, since Muhammad didn't leave Quran behind, how did people compile the first Quran? Can you just summarize that for us? Where do we get that information?
Right. The first thing that happens is that the caliph after Muhammad, Abu Bakr, he's concerned with these reciters that had died in the battle. So they ask for all these fragments to be collected, and they're compiled into the Quran, what we're going to call the first Quran, and then that is kept. And Abu Bakr is only caliph for 2 years when he's succeeded by Umar. Umar keeps the Quran, and it's kept in the possession of his daughter, because Umar is Muhammad's father-in-law, and Hafsa, his daughter, was one of Muhammad's wives, and she keeps the Quran for quite some time in her possession.
So we read those informations from Sahih Bukhari, volume 6, which is written approximately 250 years after the death of Muhammad, tells us how the Quran has been compiled. Do you have any problem with this to be telling us approximately 250 years after the death of Muhammad how the Quran is compiled? Can you trust such a source?
Well, this is the issue for me, is that as a Christian, my scriptures have been attacked, been the subject of higher textual criticism by the German school for hundreds of years now, and we're told the Christian scriptures are corrupted. The Christian scriptures are corrupted, that there's a problem with them. But then I find these things that are recorded in the Hadith, and they're telling all kinds of interesting stories about the problems that the first Muslims had in compiling the Quran. And I think that's what we're going to do today, is go through the list of all these problems from the Muslim sources. So this isn't hate speech, this isn't Islamophobia, this is just history. This is quoting the sources that come to us from our Muslim brothers and sisters.
So we go to Sahih Bukhari, and then from Sahih Bukhari we find out how did they compile the first Quran. As you told us, first Quran has been compiled because people who memorized the Quran, 70 of them died, and then suddenly Islamic world was shaking. They were concerned that they are losing the Quran. They compiled the Quran with practicing bid'ah, and then that Quran passed to Umar and then Hafsa. Today, do you have the Quran from the Abu Bakr?
No, we don't.
So, in 2017, amazing, we don't have the first Quran Muslims compiled. Do we have the second Quran from the time of Uthman?
Well, until fairly recently, and even today, people claim that some of the Qurans around the world, in Tashkent, in Topkapi, that those are Uthmanic manuscripts. But the recent research shows that these are far too late. The script is wrong, and the Arabic Muslim scholars who have looked at these say they are not Uthmanic recensions.
So we look at the Islamic tradition, even though
years and millions of years, and now we just find out the copy is not
for
right, yeah?
1,000 years, Muslims made a claim that they've got the Quran from Uthman, yet today we don't have the Quran from Uthman, thanks to Muslim scholars who told us that. So, we don't have the first Quran from Abu Bakr, we don't have the second Quran from the Uthman. When is the first Quran from Abu Bakr?
Right. This gentleman needs to listen what we have to say, because this is the party line. We don't.
That first Quran from Abu Bakr.
Have it now.
Where
That's
is
the one
it?
you see. Which one? In the mosque. Go to mosque, you will see.
No, when you should go to mosque, she got one of them.
What
No.
your evidence? Tell
There's
me,
no
what
that.
your evidence?
Show me the Quran, please.
Have you got my Quran? Have you got my Quran? Is this Quran? Is this the Quran from
I
Abu
know the one by
Bakr?
Arabic. I don't know the
Exactly.
one by
Quran is
English.
Arabic. I don't know by English. To be honest, I never read Quran in
Arabic
English.
side of this Quran is the Arabic side of this Quran from Abu Bakr. Answer is no.
Who tell you no?
Who's Abu Bakr?
Who tells me no?
Who's
Osman
ever
Abu-
said that Quran
Osman.
coming from Abu Bakr?
No, no.
So first
The
Quran
one
is
he-
compiled under
The one he
Abu Bakr.
completed is Osman ibn Affan, okay?
Second
The
Quran
one he
compiled
completed-
under
You know what?
Uthman,
You're saying
and
the
then
same shit
Uthman
that Quran is saying
ordered
here, but in
every
different way.
written Quran to
Trust
be
me.
burned.
You're saying the
So
same shit that
is
Quran
this
is
Quran
but in
from
different way.
Uthman?
Listen, Quran is
Answer
right.
is
You
no.
know.
This is not the Quran from Uthman.
These people, they
But
send it here because they believe
they
in
want
what
to
you
say
say.
that
where is the right
Muslim-
Quran then? You leave it then.
I'm going to explain to you. So,
Yeah, I'm listening.
as a Muslim,
Where is
as a
the
Muslim,
yeah, where is the right one?
Quran has
Where is the
been
right one? If you
preserved.
believe in Quran then.
Can you answer
If
my
you
question?
believe in Quran, where is the right one? Tell me then. Okay, now.
Do you believe Quran
Yeah,
has
she
been
talk about my
perfectly
Quran,
preserved?
she talk about my religion.
No one touches the Quran. Quran is right 100%.
Well,
So,
perhaps.
Quran is right 100%.
Okay,
In
tell me where is
2017,
the right one?
I'm
The one you
going to
think.
do that. In
Right.
2017,
What is the right one for
Muslims
you?
are telling us Quran has been perfectly preserved.
Sorry again?
Huh? You have a problem with that, man?
Don't worry about my name.
My name is Hatun. Nice to meet you.
My name's David.
Sam.
This is David. So,
But maybe we can confirm, because on our notes here we've got it's compiled perfectly,
I ask you, you don't
right?
answer me.
I'm going to answer
No,
that.
no,
Is-
you answer to me.
is the-
After you can ask me anything you want.
Is the Quran compiled perfectly?
Where is the right Quran you think? And if you think this is the right Quran, you believe in Islam then?
Let me answer the question and then we move on. Where is the right Quran? There is not
Where is
such
the
a
right
right
Quran in your opinion? Come
Muhammad
on,
did
tell
not
me.
compile the
Come
Quran.
on, come straight
Quran
forward,
of
tell
Abu
me
Bakr is lost. Quran of Uthman is lost. We don't have the right Quran. Since you've got only one
No,
Quran,
we know.
let's ask you-
Where is the right one in your opinion? Where is the right Quran?
There is no
Tell
such a
me.
right Quran.
Okay?
And
No, it's
Islamic
right. We have
tradition
it.
tells us.
Go to mosque, man. Learn Arabic and read it. Trust
So-
me, you will believe it.
All right.
Can
What
you just
religion you
tell
follow?
us?
What religion you follow? For
Can
real,
you
for real.
just tell
For
us
real. Are you Christian?
who are the people
Are
who
you Christian? I'm
compiled
asking
the
you something.
Quran?
I'm asking you something. Are you
Can you answer
Christian?
my question, sir? Who are the people? Can you give
You
me
know
the
we
name
are
of the
Muslim,
people
yeah? I wanna know, are you
who
Christian?
compiled the
Are you
Quran?
Christian? So
I'm Christian, sir.
You're Christian, so why are you talking about Islam now? Talk about your Christian religion.
Because Islam
Because
is
we
dangerous
knows better
religion.
than you.
So you
We know
know,
better than you because that's
if
our
you know
religion.
better
So
than
talk
us,
about you.
can you tell us who compiled the Quran? Who wrote the Quran down?
There's only one.
Who wrote the
There's only one.
Who wrote down the Quran?
Lots of translations. Only one Bible.
Osman ibn Affan. Osman ibn Affan, the old Sahaba. So sorry,
So, Muslims believe Uthman write the Quran down.
Okay, and the old Sahaba.
Actually, amazing and big, great
Yeah, this is the right one. Trust me,
Sahih
if you read
Bukhari
it properly, you will believe
disagreeing
it.
with you.
Trust me.
According to Sahih Bukhari, Uthman did not write the Quran. Uthman did not write the
Okay,
Quran.
read it, guys. Read
So,
it from that book and tell
can
the
you
people
tell
where
us
is the wrong.
who are the
Tell the people
people
where is the wrong
who
in this.
Muslims supposed to take the Quran from?
Right. In Sahih Bukhari, Yep. 6.
No, no, no. Tell me.
61, 215.
Sahih Bukhari.
Abdullah bin Masud,
Tell me.
Salim,
Salim.
Maud, and Ubay bin Ka'b. No, I'm not Arabic, sorry.
I know, but you
That
can't
is
read it. How you can
that is
understand
one
it?
of the 4 people
That's
that
silly.
make any
Quran
sense.
needs to be supposed to be taken from. And then we've got another and then we've got another list which Muslim needs to take the Quran from. Can you tell us other people?
Right, on the same list as the first one,
Yeah.
Mu'adh bin Jabal,
Read it right.
Yeah.
So how come you explain?
Abu Adara,
What are you talking about?
Zayd bin Thabit, and Abu Zayd.
So we've got 7 people who Muslims supposed to take the Quran
Read your
from.
book.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
Read it.
When it comes
Open it.
to the second Quran,
Read your
you know,
book.
it was only
Read your
Sayyid bin Thabit
can't read it 'cause we got
for
the truth.
3 other people
We got the
who
truth.
compiled the
We
Quran
got the
from.
juice.
Abdullah
You want to
bin
sip it?
Aswad,
You can't sip it.
Sayyid bin Hassan, Abdurrahman bin
You're a
Khalid,
liar.
Hisham is one
You're a
who
liar.
compiled the Quran.
Read the
Who
book.
compiled
Read
the Quran?
the Sahih Bukhari. Read
I
it.
am not a liar.
Read it. Come, let's read it now.
Comes from
Read it
Let's
first.
read it.
Read it first. Read it
Read
first.
it.
Are you going
Read
to?
the truth.
Yeah, read it.
Are you going to apologize?
Read the truth.
No, no, read it first.
You're not going to apologize.
No, no,
my
don't.
Read
brother.
it.
Read it.
Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar.
Read the truth.
Let's read it.
Yes, please read it.
No,
for us.
just
We
give
want
her 2
it.
minutes, man.
We
She'll
love
read
it.
it, man.
You
Just
don't
give her
know,
2
man.
minutes.
We love
You
it.
need to go home, read it
Keep
properly and
reading
come
it
back.
every
Trust
week.
me.
You make it
Right,
from book.
every week, someone will stand here and shout that we're telling lies when we're quoting from the Hadith. When we're quoting from the Quran, we're quoting from the traditions.
It is written by Muslims.
Where's your Sahih
for
Muslims?
This
us.
Quran makes
Let's
sense.
read it.
You and him doesn't make any sense.
Uthman'dan ordered
Radiyallahu
Sayyid
anhu.
bin Thabit,
Radiyallahu anhu.
Abdullah bin
Radiyallahu
Aswad,
anha.
Sayyid bin
everyone
Anas,
of them died.
and Abdurrahman bin Khalid bin Hisham to copy
names-
the Quran.
Names of people are different in Arabic.
Bukhari. According to Sahih Bukhari.
Who else can you read from it? Is that all you can read?
We'll talk about it afterwards.
We've got 4 people who's supposed to write the Quran.
Go away for now. Go away for now. We'll talk to you afterwards.
Uthman used it.
You're a liar.
Let's look at
You're a
the
liar.
Islamic tradition
We've
and
exposed you
then
lot of
see
times.
how
You're a
Sahih
liar.
Bukhari
You
and
are a
how
liar.
Sahih Bukhari and how Sahih
You're a
Muslim
Muslim.
lying to
but she knows that what
us.
Islam
Lying
was
to
done.
us.
We're Muslim,
So,
yeah, but she knows better than
We
us.
need to have a discussion. No way she knows
No, no, she knows better. That's not what she's saying, that she knows better than us.
So keep reading. You carry on.
You can't read it properly. You
Keep
can't
reading
read
Sahih
it properly.
Bukhari.
I don't think you read your religion book before you read
Open up,
ours.
read the first page. Be truthful. Open up, read the first
They don't
page.
know. They don't
Open
know.
up, read the first
There's
page.
nothing, mate. It's
Read the
just
first page.
bullshit.
Read the first page.
Muslims are
You're a liar.
upset.
You're a liar.
Touch this book. You
I
can't
can't
read
see
it
one person agree with
No,
what
I
you
don't-
say,
I don't do Arabic.
and you still keep
So how come
talking.
you
But I have clear understanding.
Read
No.
read
According to Sahih Bukhari,
Read your Fatiha.
Sahih
Read your
Bukhari
Fatiha.
tells us
You can't read it. Allah's not giving you the ability.
Sahih
Because you're
Bukhari tells
evil.
us it's somehow Muslims
giving you
did
ability.
not remember the full
أعوذ
Quran.
بالله من الشيطان
As
الرجيم.
they didn't
You are
remember the full
shaitan.
Quran, Allah
Shaitan.
confirmed that He made
You
me
are the
to forget
shaitan.
it.
Shall I read that?
Let's read the hadith.
Read it.
Sahih Bukhari 661.
Read it.
Hadith 559.
Right.
Let's read it.
Narrated Abdullah. The Prophet said, why does any one of the people say, I have forgotten such and such verses of the Quran? He in fact is caused by Allah to forget.
If it's not the truth, open the
There
first
are
page.
the
If it's not the
people
truth, open the
who
first
are
page.
making it
You're a liar.
forgot the Quran.
Every week you do the same thing.
What happens is
I know you're
Allah
making that.
steps in and then
Be
says,
truthful, man.
actually,
Be
it's
truthful.
not your fault. I made you to forget the Quran.
Because he's not talking about what we're talking about.
Bukhari.
He's just saying, you're a liar, you're a liar, you're a liar. He hasn't listened to what we're
You
saying.
can't read it right.
Sahih Bukhari
Right,
a
you can't
liar.
read it right.
Is Sahih Bukhari a liar?
You can't
Is
read it
Sahih
right.
Bukhari a
You don't answer my
liar?
question, you answer your question.
So-
Are you silly? You don't answer a question with a question, silly.
If you think that there is
Open the first page and read it.
that hadith is a liar,
Read it.
then
Read it. Read it now.
congratulations to
Listen to him.
Listen to him. Is a liar.
Read it.
That is
Read it.
amazing.
Read it.
Let's look
Read
at
it. Read 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 it. Open and read it now.
see,
Open and read it.
Come on.
Open it.
Right.
Listen to him. Open
Every-
it and read it.
Open the first
If you know better than us, open and
I
read
would
it.
understand if you said we were liars. Hello, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. I'm saying the same thing as her. What? That's all you can do. That's all you can do is shut people down. Right? No one here ever claimed that we could speak Arabic.
You can't do it.
Read it.
Open. Open and read it. Open the liar.
Will you translate it for us?
You are shaitan. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. Man. Yo,
What's this?
What the Uthman Quran. What the Uthman said about the Quran. Can you read it for us?
This one here. This one.
She said the same shit everyone is saying. And no one is listening.
Abu Amr states that he received the following narration when the first copy of the Quran was written out and presented to the Caliph Uthman ibn Affan. He said, there are faults of language in it, and let the Arabs of the desert rectify them with their languages. So even the Arabs, the Arabic-speaking people, are making problems with their own language. So that's what it says.
We all understand it. What are you talking about? Is that enough way to say it?
Do you not understand? Are you deficient in English? I don't know. What?
What are you talking?
It's quite clear.
What are you talking?
I don't know. I'm talking more sense than you, sir.
If Muslim says Quran has perfect Arabic, according to Uthman,
You know what they use it to say?
Why don't you listen
Show me one verse.
like a wise man, right? Listen like a wise man, and then decide afterwards.
Open Sahih Bukhari, read the first page. If you're truthful, do it. If you can't do it, then don't ever read from the book again. First page. Go on.
So far we saw
Open the first page.
people forgot the Quran.
Open the first page.
Allah
Why you don't open it?
Don't read from here. Read from there. Don't read from here. Read from there.
Everybody reads from their notes. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't read Arabic.
I can't tell you.
Open the first page.
As it goes on, it ends up pretty messy. According to Sahih Bukhari again.
This is bullshit. Trust me.
Verses
It's not the
have
same
been
here.
cancelled.
Read from here.
Some verses
No, we
have
read
been
this.
cancelled. Can you
Read
read
from
it for
this,
us?
not from
Right, the reference is Bukhari 559
This book with you.
416. Narrated Abbas. Right, listen. Right? They're not interested in the truth. They just want to shut us down so you can't hear what we're saying. Right. We use,
between can't? What's the difference between
Islam
can't
is the truth. You're
and
preaching
cannot?
the truth. What are you talking about?
it's the same thing.
What's the difference between
I
can't?
don't-
It's the same thing.
Don't know what you're talking about. Right.
The
Reading
same
the
thing you're
Quran,
talking
We-
about.
Hadith,
You're
because
shorting
it's
it.
the
It's
truth.
the same thing. The Quran was released. Listen, wait. The Quran was
I
revealed.
don't know. You're not making any sense. Right. We used to read a verse of the Quran revealed in their connection, but later the verse was cancelled. What verse was cancelled from your Quran? Right? It was. Ek praat baie tale. Wat taal praat jy?
Thank you very much. You got a language. You come from a different country, yes?
It was conveyed to our people on our behalf the information that we have met our Lord, and He is pleased with us, and He made us pleased. Is that in the Quran today?
According to Sahih Bukhari, some
Are you
verses
explaining the
in
Sahih
the
Bukhari?
Quran.
Who made you a scholar? How are you a scholar?
Yes,
You're not a scholar.
You're not a
scholar. You are not a scholar.
According to
No, read from here.
Read here.
Read from me. I need you to open here and read
Right.
from
Missing
You're
surahs.
a liar.
You know you are
You are a
lying.
liar.
Abu Harab al-Aswad. Say, I don't mock your
You
English.
are a side man.
Reported-
What's the definition of a side man? You are a side man.
I'm a man.
Look inside
I'm not a
you.
side man. I don't know what that is. What is a side man?
Side man.
Right. Reported on the authority. There's no such thing, my
You're a
friend.
sidekick.
Right.
Batman and
Of
Robin.
his father. That
Batman and Robin. Both
It
don't know
is
what you're talking about.
amazing. As a Christian, I am standing here.
No.
Only here. Only here.
Holy book. cannot even stand.
All of us.
Lies.
Don't worry, all of us. We are the
No,
same.
you're not even
Not only her one.
listening
Us is example of
what
Muslim.
Sahih
Open
Bukhari
up
is
Sahih
telling
Bukhari.
you.
You knows better than us about Islam, yeah? I'm Muslim and you knows better than me about Islam. She got that book but she doesn't want to open it. She reads from here.
20 minutes.
Why
Are you reading from here as well?
128 verses of the Quran is missing?
Show us what's missing.
It says that it's missing.
You just find out that by yourself.
Just
Right?
Who's on the Quran with them?
So just read it.
Find out.
Who's on the
just
Quran?
Right.
Open the Quran. Open the Quran.
Right, reported on the authority of his father that Abu Musa al-Ashri sent for the reciters of Basra. They came to him, no, to the microphone. They came to him and they were 300 in number. They recited the Quran and he said, "You are the best among the inhabitants of Basra, for you are the reciters among them. So continue to recite it. But bear in mind that your reciting for a long time may not harden your hearts as were hardened by the hearts of those before you. We used to recite a surah which resembled in length and severity to Surah Barat. I have, however, forgotten it. And with that,
Is that your video?
That's the same video you made 1 year ago.
Is that the same?
well, you haven't learned, so we have to do it again. I have, however, forgotten it, with the exception of this, which I remember out of it. If,
Brother Muhammad Hijab is pointing out.
Is that you? Is that you? But another
yeah, my beard's changed.
Yeah, another idiot. I'm saying.
You're such a polite gentleman. You're a real example. You're a real example of a fantastic. Why is he?
Don't touch it, don't touch it. It's not gay. It's not gay.
Neither am I.
Touch him. It's not gay.
Neither am I.
No, I don't know you, Marmara.
No, I'm Christian, so.
Of this chapter in the Quran, it is not there. It is not there.
I don't know.
That's a good question.
Why don't-
You're asking that question according to
Why don't you ask Abu Aswad? Ask him. Him.
Ask him who? Who did that?
You don't know who?
Who write this one? Who make this copy? Who make this copy? You.
Straight from there.
No.
I know.
She make you this copy to talk about. You stupid. Don't be an idiot and listen to her. You stupid. Get down, man. I said he's a psychic. Listen to
What's your language, son?
Yeah, now that's a real word.
the same shit and she make it the same video and she gets the same idiot.
I'm not fast.
Find it.
Sahih Bukhari.
Watch this YouTube.
120
Liar. You are a liar.
is missing.
You are a liar.
It's not only that.
You're a liar.
Sahih Muslim.
You're a liar.
It's not only that. As it goes on, people are still reciting the certain chapters. Can you read
Yeah.
that?
And when we used to recite a surah which resembled the one of the surahs of Mushaybit, and I have forgotten it.
So there
Again, forgetting.
are people who are reciting this chapter
made the same video
in
1 year ago.
as long as Surah Musabita.
Musa, what? Say what? Sorry, say again.
I heard it. What
Say that
did you
again.
say?
What?
Yeah, I heard it. Say it again.
Musa behind. Musa behind.
Right.
Probably.
Tell me what it's. Pronounce it then.
No, you can't read
Say it. Say it. Come on, say it.
What is?
That word.
No,
Where is that?
You try. The gentleman's too embarrassed to read it because he might mispronounce it.
Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. What about you?
Same idiot as you last year.
She's lying
No,
on my book.
Same idiot as you last year.
Lying on my book.
222 verses. Yet they've got only 2 verses on
She's a liar. She's a liar. I don't have no respect for a liar. And in the Bible it says a woman shouldn't preach. Why are you preaching?
See,
Thank you very much.
Don't-
Timothy, number 3. What are you talking
yeah,
about?
I can explain that to you afterwards if you like.
It says in your book,
222
women shouldn't preach.
verses.
You should be silent.
Yeah?
It says in your book.
20 verses in the
Oh, what?
Quran.
Explain
Where are
it.
they?
Explain it.
Where are they?
Explain it.
Where are
A woman
they?
shouldn't teach. She
He's
should be
asking you to
silent.
explain it. He's asking you to explain it. Explain it first if you know.
Huh? Sorry? Sorry? In Timothy?
You had enough, yeah?
And 120 verses of the Quran is missing.
Where?
Yet
Show us where.
You're not interested in the Quran.
Show us
Jihad
where.
al-Nafs, yeah?
Show us, get one Quran, get
Sorry,
Get the Quran out. Get the Quran out.
he's asking us to show us the missing verses, but they're missing verses, sir, so we can't show them to you.
The Quran is complete, you madman.
Do you know
Are you
about
Majnoon?
Do you know about your book first?
Are you Majnoon?
I don't know.
You understand?
Told us. What did
Let
Ibn
us-
Abbas said? Did Ibn Abbas confirm what Muslims are telling us
Open
today?
the Sahih
What
Bukhari,
does
read it.
Ibn
Right.
Abbas
Open it
tell
and
us?
read
The
it.
reference is
Open it and read it.
Bukhari 876 445. Narrated Ibn Abbas, I heard Allah's
You know why you
messenger
can't read it?
saying,
Do you know why?
if the son of Adam
That's
had
why I said
money
you're a
equal
liar.
to a valley,
I said it to
then
you.
he will be
You're a
wishing for
liar.
another similar to it.
And you know
For
you're a
nothing
liar.
can satisfy
You
the
are a
eye
liar.
of Adam's
Jesus
son
Christ
except
is lying
us.
in battle.
And Allah forgives him who
You don't understand.
repents to him. Ibn Abbas said, and this is it, I do not know whether this saying was quoted from the Quran or not. Atta said, I heard Ibn Azubair saying this narration while he was on the pulpit.
Ibn
So,
Abbas, who is the cousins of uncle of Muhammad?
That even makes sense. Read what you read
It
again.
does not
Huh?
even
Read it again. It even
It
makes sense.
says-
but you not understanding it doesn't mean it doesn't make
It
sense.
doesn't make sense. That means Sahih
Read what
Bukhari
you read
doesn't
again.
make sense. What we can do.
Makes sense to me.
No,
It's
read it
English.
again.
Read it
Let's
again.
read it
It even
again.
makes sense what you're
Read
saying.
it again. Please
You're
read it again.
confirming the Quran.
I heard
Do it again. Go ahead.
Ibn
Say it louder,
Azubair
say it louder.
saying this narration while he was on the pulpit.
Okay.
Right? I do not know whether this saying was quoted from the Quran or not. Ibn Abbas doesn't know. It's not in the Quran now.
Is that Quran? This is Quran. So go on. When did
You,
he say that?
no,
When did he say that?
you don't understand what we're doing.
What verse? What verse did he say that? What verse did he say that? What verse did he speak about?
It's not in the Quran.
Oh,
It's not. It doesn't say.
78, 445. According to Ibn Abbas, he doesn't know
Does that mean?
if it is
Does that mean that?
from the
Stop.
Quran
Does that mean
or
that he didn't
not.
memorize it, or he didn't know it?
He
Which one?
memorized it.
How do you know he memorized it?
It says he recites the verse
No,
and then
no,
he
no,
says,
no,
I
something
don't know whether this is from the Quran or not. You tell me Quran has been perfectly preserved. Uthman discredits you. Ibn Abbas discredits you. Allah discredits you. Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are?
Sorry, what did he say?
Let's
I couldn't hear you.
continue.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you. What did he say?
Let's continue.
What did he say?
What
What did he
else?
say?
What else
What
does
did he
Ibn
say?
Abbas say
Hey,
to
I
us
can't hear you.
about the missing verses?
Right. There's got 3 minutes.
No, I'm not being abusive.
Let's read it first.
Narrated Ibn Abbas. Umar said, I am afraid that after a long time has passed, people may say, we do not find the verses of Rajam, the stoning to death, in the holy book.
So, in the first decades of Islam, Muslims are telling us we cannot find the Rajam verses. Where are those Rajam verses in the Quran? Where are the Rajam verses? That's not the point. We are not
said it
talking
wrong.
about Allah.
said it wrong.
We are not
How do you know
talking
Quran?
about-
How do you know Quran?
So, I'm asking
You're
you a
ex-Muslim?
simple question.
Was you ex-Muslim?
Where is the Rajam
ex-Muslim.
verses?
Where you from?
Where is
Where you
the
from?
Rajam verses?
Where you from?
Where I am from has nothing to do with you. Where
Answer
are
one
the
question.
Rajam verses?
Answer one
Where
question.
are the
Answer one
Rajam
question.
verses?
It says in Timothy. It says in
Where
Timothy.
are the Rajam verses?
I don't know. So,
You don't know?
I don't know. I don't know what you're
Umar doesn't know. And for sure,
All you're doing is reciting
they
the same
are
thing.
not in the Quran.
What's not in the Quran?
They are not
What's not in the Quran? What's not in the Quran?
Rajam
Revelation
verses.
from Allah.
What verse is?
Revelation from Allah.
Liar.
Which is given to Muhammad. Sadly,
Let's find it,
did
let's
not
find it, let's find it, let's find
make to the Quran.
God, let's find what you're saying. Where is it? Where is it?
You find it. It's not in the
Where is
Quran.
it? Where is it?
It's not in the
See, you're
Quran.
not understanding. It's not in the Quran, so we can't find it in the Quran.
Where's this from?
Sahih
Bukhari
where?
882
Hadith 816
16.
tells us Rajam verses
What is it? Say it again.
are not
It's
there.
in the Quran.
Number?
There.
816. 816. 816. Rajam verses are not in the Quran. While you are searching for that, let us help you with other verses. Also, there are other verses which
Where?
are not
Where's
in
that?
the
It doesn't
Quran.
say say that. It doesn't say that then.
It does say that, sir.
It doesn't say that.
It does say that.
So you're a liar.
lying.
See, I proved to you.
Proof.
Oh, show me where. I'm taking if you find it.
Sahih Bukhari.
Fine, you got Sahih Bukhari, open it there.
I got only volume 6. Sahih Bukhari,
So-
volume 8.
So how do you know you're telling the
Hadith
truth?
number 816.
That's why we're giving the references so people can go look them up. That's how you can know.
Sahih Bukhari,
Let's go to Google.
816. As you check that out, let's look at the other references. Can you read what
Right.
has below?
It was narrated.
Yeah, continue, sir.
Yeah, it was narrated
What is it?
that Aisha said, the verse of stoning and of breastfeeding an adult 10 times was revealed, and the paper was with me under